that is serious. This is where the whole business's approach should be going, just in more plastic size.
Today, we're hanging out with Dom from Up Banking. A big fan of this brand already. What a journey. I mean, it's just over a year, and what these guys have accomplished is purely remarkable. You'll take away from this, I think, shock and a level of excitement that I just found infectious.
So we launched in October, and then by Feb we had announced we had 30,000 customers signing up, and we were getting about between 500 and 1,000, because it sort of ramps up, so we're getting about at that time between 500 and 1,000 a day. So we're growing like really fast, and then we went bang and did pause, and like everything just sort of came, everything sort of happened from there. So it feels like pause for us like almost marks the start of the launch of our business. If you look at the materials, you can see sort of what pause is. The pitch is technology, business and design all sort of coming together. That's exactly what we are. But we're a technology company that's design-led, and we're doing banking. So we've got all those sort of areas covered, and so for us it was like just the perfect event.
You're 1 year in. Do you know what I mean? You haven't even got projections and patterns yet.
No,
I mean, you're literally feeling out in the dark, and you've obviously found a shitload of people in the process of doing so.
Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. Being the first cloud-hosted retail bank in Australia, like, what does that mean? Well, it means that we did a partnership with Google. Google have been providing us with technology. We've been working together on growing our customer base. We implemented their Google Pay system so that our customers could get that instantly. So this little company from South Melbourne doing this amazing stuff with Bendigo Bank, but they bring the licensed financial product, and then we bring the technology. And then we did a partnership with Afterpay so that you can get digital receipts. So with Up, you can go and buy something like a pair of jeans or maybe some Levi's size 42, whatever, and it'll come up in your bank with the actual receipt of what you bought. The size, the colour, whatever it is, not just the merchant where you bought it.
An element of what Pause Fest is about in February next year is the question, who owns the future? So with that in mind, I ask you, who owns the future?
As a company, as our staff and our employees, we think that the work-life balance and the ability to excel, I talk about excellence in everything you do. We're design-led, we care about the work-life balance. We're all engineers, so like apart from the chef, the fitness trainer, me and my business partner, everyone else is writing code, and so we're solving problems with software. So who owns the future? Software does. So who controls the software? Software developers. So I think people that are interested in technology, for nearly any business in any industry, if you look at what Uber have done in taxis, largest taxi company in the world now, if you look at what Airbnb have done in hotels, if you look at what Skype have done in telecommunications, if you look at what Amazon have done in retail, none of those businesses are traditional to that industry. What they've done is disrupt that industry through using technology. We do technology-led banking, not bank-led technology. And it sounds sort of subtle, like a subtle difference, but the reason why it's important is that, think about those other examples I gave you in those industries. A technology company can come into the banking industry and completely disrupt it. Lower operating cost models, faster cadency for bringing new features to customers, better engagement with customers, better design, better user experience, like all of those things, and that's why I call it the excellence of everything. Most banks nowadays will be saying, oh, we've got to go after millennials or whatever. Actually, we're already post-millennial, so our largest group of customers are Gen Z. So our largest age group of customers is 19. 50% of our customers are aged between 16 and 24. So that means that right now they wouldn't be really attractive to a bank, because how do you make money out of young people like that? It's very difficult, right? But for us, we're looking much longer term. Like in 10 years from now, those people are going to be getting their first job or getting their first home, or whatever. And in another 10 years from now, they might be getting mortgages or borrowings for their business, or opening a share trading portfolio, or traveling internationally, or opening a new office, or whatever. And then in another 10 years, they're going to be the CEOs of industry. They're going to be the titans running businesses. And so I think, for us, it's like we look at a 10, 20, 50, 100-year view. Like we're trying to build the 5th biggest bank in Australia, and that's our big hairy goal. Our short-term goal is to be the #1 bank for under 35s.
The only way is up. Now come on, take me on a tour. Show me around.